Hello everyone, this is to introduce the new version of Emun, version 2.440, that is slated to be released on Thursday, October 3rd. There's been some changes to this version of Emun. The first changes are in the order section, so we'll go to orders. And then the next one I want to show you is if you filter by customer. So I'll press on customer right there on the left side, and I'm going to go to a customer that I've already had the chance to view. So in this case, is going to be this customer. The first few things you're going to notice is at the bottom, right beneath the display of the order, there is the first, the back, page 1 of 2, next and last buttons. Now, if I wanted to go to page 2 out of 2, that will show me the rest of this customer's historic orders, I hit the next button. If I want to go look at the previous page, in this case it's 1 of 2, I will click the back button. Now, if I had pages 3 and 4, and I want to go to the first, which is the most recent order, to the last, the latest order, I would use those buttons correspondingly. So first is the most recent order, and last is the latest order that is in your iPad, and that is loaded there. The next feature is the item history button, and that item history button is actually right here on the right hand side next to the little pencil. And if I press on that button, it is going to load for me all the products that this customer has loaded by product ID, description, quantity purchased, sale price, as well as the last date purchased. If I press on order summary at the top, I return to the default order display. The next significant change has been done in the 1-Up. Therefore, I'm going to select Abbott Holiday 2013 catalog. I'm going to take the 02 Huntsman, and the improvements are here. Now, the bottom left-hand side, you're going to notice that the name of the catalog, which is the 03 Holiday 2013, and then the section of the catalog, 02 Huntsman, are now in black letters. Therefore, they are visible from the background. In addition to that, the text right over here of the product, including the pricing, has also been all changed to be in one color. Therefore, in order for me to go to the 6-Up itself, the 6-Up did not have any major changes whatsoever. The another change that has been done is basically with the little book button here. If you're in a catalog and you press the book button, it's going to show you the different sections of the catalog. However, if I get out of this catalog and I go into, let's say, July 2013, which does not have any sections, it will show me just the catalogs section for July 2013. And if I press the book, all it does is just move me to the very beginning and the very first item, which is right to the beginning of the catalog. If you notice, it's 27 Forge 127. So that has been one of the other improvements as well. Now, the next major improvement has also been done in your scan view. So to get to the scan view, just as like we are in show mode, we're going to press the green shopping cart. That's going to show us a little box with the arrow pointing in it. And if you notice, the view changes. Now, if you notice on the left hand side, we no longer have products. They are still on the order, they are still listed. The reason why this has been done is primarily to enhance and to speed up the loading of large orders. So, to demonstrate that, I'm going to show you by pressing the on order button, which is located right there next to the actual order number. So I will press that, and if you notice, all of the items in the catalog are now loaded. Now, if I wanted to go back to scan, I will click the close button, which is located right there. If I wanted to complete or hold, I would press the continue button in the right hand side. In this case, I would like to go back and show you the scanning. Now, one of the things that is significant for you for your show mode, and if you're scanning in road mode, because we've seen some sales reps that actually like to scan items in road mode just to kind of get themselves going quicker because they're here. I'm going to scan 2-3 items, and I'm going to do one edit the quantity, and I'm going to say no, I do not want to. And just to keep things fresh, I'm just going to delete this order very quickly. And I am going to go back and make myself a brand new one. And I'm just going to pause the video for a couple seconds while I do this. Thank you. So to continue with the previous part of the presentation, I'm going to scan in a few items here. Just give me a second. It loads. I'm going to add to order. Add to order again. Add to order again. Add to order again. Okay, now if by any chance I decide to head back to catalogs or I press the button and I try to go back into the scan mode where I'm scanning the items in with the UPC code, you notice that all the items are not appearing in the left hand side. Now this allows us to still load the order quicker. However, all the products are for your review here under the on order button. And as I said previously, we can close to return to the scan mode, or we can continue to complete the order. I'm going to choose to continue. And if you notice, I will put my cursor back into the scan mode, scan a couple more items just to give you a quick demonstration. And at this point, I would like to pause the video. Now there have been some improvements in terms of order operation. The first one I would like to demonstrate to you, of course, is a best practice for switching between orders. Now what we've noticed is if we do add another order, and I'm just going to add another order here, same building, same customer, just for clarity's sake. I'm going to go to Abbott Holiday 2013, I'm going to go to Whimsy. And I'm just going to add this item right here, 27 Ice Light. Now, it is recommended that if you're going to work in two orders, that you choose 1-up or 6-up, and that you maintain orders in either both in 1-up or both in 6-up. And the reason being is if I do have this order in the 6-up, and I choose to switch to order number 1, which is in 1-up from what I believe, there's going to be a considerable delay. However, this delay is lessened when you have order 1 in 1-up and order 2 in 1-up, and then you go back and forth between the two. So if you do have to do that, I strongly recommend that you keep the one and the other. Just gonna add a couple more items just so you can see. And then I'm going to go from 6-up there to 6-up to the second order, and there's 1, 2, 3. Now also we do have to take into account that the size of the catalog that takes this, as well as our settings. Okay, and I'm going to add another item to it. Now the next feature that I wanted to discuss with you is actually in terms of Emun operation. With this new version 2.440, we have to take into account that the Emun doesn't just close itself anymore. Now we have to make sure that when we exit the program, when we press this home button once, that Emun is actually still running in the background. This was a performance feature. In order to make sure that Emun runs more smoothly during the scan mode and during the road mode, it is still in memory. Therefore, in order to overcompensate for earlier crashing, is that we now have to, before completing, to close the entire program down, we have to double tap, pop up the bottom. We have to then press and hold on the Emun, and then when you see the little red button, press the red button to close it. This doesn't delete the program, it basically just removes it out of the iPad's memory. I believe that is it for this version. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.